most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi, folks. I'm Bob Sharp, physical therapist.
Brad Haney, physical therapist.
Together, we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Today, we're going to show you 2 self-tests and 5 signs that your headache is actually coming from your neck. Plus, we're going to show you some possible causes of why that headache.
Yep.
So,
one thing gets overlooked sometimes.
Yeah. So this is a specific type of headache. It's coming from the neck. It's called cervicogenic. Cervical means cervical or neck.
Location.
And genic means it's
Source
origin.
of being,
Yeah, origin. Yeah. So it's caused by problems, with the nerves and or the bones and the muscles in the neck. I'm not going to get any more specific than that.
It's upper neck.
Yeah, well, quite often, and that's what I was just going to show real quick, Brad, here. Quite often, it's C1 and C2. So all the bones of the neck are numbered from 1 to 7. And here's number 1, and here's number 2. And they're right up against the skull. And that's usually, in fact, that's one of the signs that it could be coming from your neck, is that it spreads from the back of your head and comes around. Yeah, and right there, and it can go up into the eye or below the eye.
Sure.
And they call it a ram's horn headache.
Just like the football team, if you look at
Yep.
the helmet, that's kind of the pattern that it makes.
Good point. And what did your brother-in-law call it?
Well, he would, after a car accident, he would get these headaches that wrapped around, and he called it, when it was all around to his forehead, he called it a full wrap.
A full wrap.
And I don't know if he made that up or his physician that he worked with or whatever, but, it makes sense. It sounds right.
Yeah, it sounds right. So, and it can be one or both sides.
Mm-hmm.
I see it more often one side, but
Sure.
it definitely could occur on both. The other sign is if you have a stiff neck, decreased motion, and you're getting headaches, that's a possibility. So, I
Sure.
mean, these are all things you want to think about. If you have increased head pain or neck or headaches when you cough or sneeze or take a deep breath, that could possibly be your neck, because that's what's moving when you do those things.
Right.
Yeah, and the head doesn't always hurt if you move it. It
Right.
just hurts all the time. So a headache that begins or is worsened by certain neck movements or postures is a good example. So for me, if I have a head forward posture for a long time, which I did when I used to wear my glasses, I didn't have the glasses made for the bifocals. So I'm trying to think of. I was wearing bifocals. I had to go like this in order to see the screen, and I started getting headaches.
Yeah.
And so I got glasses made just for reading a computer.
Right. So that you can sit with proper posture.
You can sit in proper posture, right. Pain that's felt at the top of the neck or at the at the base and the lower part of the skull there. Yeah. That, especially if it goes up into the head, that's a good sign that it's actually from the cervical spine.
Sure.
So our neck. Cervicogenic headaches can also cause symptoms like migraines. I never knew this, Brad. So I always assume when people said I have light sensitivity or noise sensitivity, oh, you got a migraine.
Sure.
But it's not always the case. And even blurry vision can be caused by a cervicogenic headache.
Sure.
So you want to keep that in mind. So we got 2 just self-tests here. The first one is sometimes what you'll find on people is you have them do a chin tuck and you have them rotate one direction and then rotate the other direction. Now, you could set up your camera on your phone and film yourself doing this, or you could have a friend looking at you. But what you want to see is if one's kind of restricted or greatly restricted, and that's the side you're having headaches on, the pain on, it's a possibility that restriction is causing the pain.
Sure. Just a tight muscle that is limiting that motion is associated directly with that headache.
Yeah, and so we'll actually and show you in one of the subsequent videos that how to treat that.
And you can self-treat it.
Yeah, self-treat it. Yeah,
it's not that difficult.
The other thing you could do is actually the second self-test you could do is you start palpating or pressing along the upper neck. Yeah, right in the suboccipital area there. because I'll find tenderness right here, Brad. Right over the greater occipital nerve where it comes out.
Sure.
Yeah. The other possibility is sometimes you can get pain if your shoulder blades are out of whack a little bit. Let's say they're descended too far, and not uncommon at all, especially if you use a mouse with one arm,
Sure.
and continually, and it stretches out the muscles, and that stretches the levator scapula.
Oh yeah,
Brad
we'll
wants
get
to-
Sam out so he can.
Yeah.
It's quite a name, the levator scapulator.
Yeah.
I used to call it the levator scapulator, but that's not correct. It's levator scapula from the top. Oh, it's just a small,
Yeah,
thin
here's
muscle.
the shoulder blade.
Yep. And it connects from here and actually down to the or the upper cervical vertebra. And it's a small muscle like this, and it's not very thick, but it can knot up a little bit, or if the scapula is descended or
Rotated.
makes that muscle tight, it can irritate it and cause that
It'll
pain.
send pain right up into your head even.
Yep.
And the thing about this, so you can find your shoulder blade if you're able to reach back there. You can stick it out like that, but on the inside of it, and follow your hand up, and you should be able to palpate along there. You would probably do it this way, wouldn't you do it, Brad?
I mean, you could start here and work down possibly. My shoulder flexibility, it's best if you can get someone else to do this. for
Yeah,
you.
you're correct, Brad. You're absolutely correct. And if you find a real tender spots along that muscle, you're going to want to watch some of our other videos and do exercises that get the shoulder blades to rise up or get in the right position. But even more key is probably stopping it from happening in the first place. So, if you're using a mouse, make sure that your shoulder is, your elbows up, not out like this. You don't want to wear a suitcase or a bag. You want to switch it back and forth so that you're not stretching one side out.
The strap coming over. So you can get this through the series.
Right.
That Bob, go ahead.
Yeah. Video is part of a series of videos on neck pain. So you go to the program section, or go to bobandbrad.com, go to the program section, and you'll find one on neck pain, and you just go through. There's be like 30, 40 videos. We're still uploading them, so it could be a while. But you can pick out the ones that pertain to you.
Right.
And if you're having trouble with your shoulder blades, you can look up at that one.
Right. So all these things we mentioned about stretches and shoulder blade exercises, they're in the series.
Yes.
And you can just look at the title, click on it, about a 10-minute video, and there's also the great benefit of a PDF printout. You can put the exercises on paper, preview of the video, and then you have it there in front of you all the time.
You think maybe Gumby was causing the pain here?
Well, that may be a possibility, Bob.
But I was also going to mention some ladies who are maybe a little more ample-chested.
They're endowed.
They're endowed.
That's what my PT teacher described it as.
One thing is, if they wear a bra that goes way outside like this, that puts stress on their shoulders all the time, on the shoulder blade. They should get bras that actually, I don't know, they go right up against the neck, I guess.
Well, it might be like a sports bra, too, that has a wider strap that doesn't carry over to the extreme on the shoulder.
Yeah. All right, we'll let
We
you
don't know what the hell we're
we'll let
talking
you
about.
ladies figure that one out. So, thanks everybody for watching.